Well, here we are now in a right big piss puddle, aren't we? Naturally, I've been paying attention to the goings-on in the last little while, as the bastard offspring of Fidel Castro and the world's most metrosexual hairdresser bobsleds the country down the hill into fascism. Now, I actually made a separate channel the other day, just for putting up and documenting videos and clips of the convoy protests and the government going-ons for archive purposes. So I'll leave a link to that channel down in the logo bar, and if anyone has any videos they think should be included, the videos on the channel have a place where I can be sent them and we can get them up there. There's also a link to a merchandise store being set up that is producing some items related to the truckers and their freedom protest if you want to wear a badge or something that shows where you stand. But the reason that I'm talking here is this, and things like it. This is a tweet that I've been seeing a lot coming from the Ottawa police, and not just the Twitter account of the police either. A day or two ago, the acting police chief stood up in a conference and had this to say.
One of the key concerns that we've had as we've planned and looked at how we want to proceed to end this protest is the number of children that remain in there. We continue to work with our partners from the Children's Aid Society and other social services to look at the best, most safest way to have children removed from the area prior to any sort of police action. We've had members of our police service continue to engage with the protesters to identify that it is not a good place for children to be, that they should make every attempt to remove children from the area.
I'm starting to see a pattern here, and I'm not liking it, because this is deceptive and very disturbingly so. There's this narrative forming from the side of the blue checks, where they are going on and on about how the protesters are putting their children in danger by bringing them, or by having their children stand at their side during the protests, but here's the thing. These children are only in danger if the police do something dangerous. The children aren't in danger from their parents, and the protests have been peaceful, so the only ones that could endanger the children are the police. And there is the problem. What does it say about the ones whose job it is to serve and protect when they are warning about the danger to children in a situation where the only possible danger to the children could come from they themselves? If the police are worried about violence to the children, they have a simple solution. Don't use violence. It's not like Trudeau ever tried talking to them and resolving the situation peacefully, as it was in many other places, so just try non-violent means. So the only thing that I can take from this is that this is a low-key threat. A sort of, those are lovely children you have there. It'd be a real shame if something were to happen to them because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Plus, of course, a little demonization and reversal thrown in there, making the parents look like the ones at fault, as opposed to the jackbooted thugs that are doing the hurting. A peaceful protest should not be a dangerous place for children, unless the government is planning to not be very peaceful itself. And that should speak volumes about this whole thing. I hope people remember this, because any child that does get hurt is entirely on Trudeau's head and on the heads of those officers shameful enough to be standing on those lines. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I'm out.